Hey, Victor, welcome.
Los Ángeles Azules. Y los queremos invitar a que escuchen todas nuestras canciones aquí en Spotify.
Victor,
Hi, teacher.
I just reviewed the survey, Victor. I know we're coming up with some big examples about these changes. Like here, I think clothing customs have become less modest. My mother wore a uniform to school. By the time I start school, remember that those are time markers. By or yet or still, those are time markers. I sent some videos in the WhatsApp group regarding the time markers. Kids had to pay attention to the perfect. So let's go with some examples. Now I'm the one who disconnected. Can you hear me, guys? Can you hear me?
Yes, I hear more clear.
Clear. Okay, now so the activity on the platform is to come up with an example for each of these changes. But right now we're only doing a couple of them, one or two, and then we'll move on to the next activity. Zulima and Juliana, they're doing two examples. You're a bit late. Victor, please come up with a single example, just like this one. Preferably use the past perfect in your example. About these changes, what has changed a little or what has changed a lot, and come up with an example and try to use the past perfect, Victor. We'll be writing in the WhatsApp group.
So I need to write in the WhatsApp group?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because it's gonna take a long time if we do all the entire activity on the platform. Nine examples, that's too much time. And then we'll move on to the next activity.
Okay.
I think I told you that the review section would be homework, right? Because I wrote this. We actually did some, I think.
I don't remember, teacher.
Well, we have here the word science, in, sense, ins. We did this, didn't we? Don't you guys remember?
No.
That was last Thursday.
Let me check.
Yeah, we did this. Anyway, it'll be homework. It'll be not. I said it would be homework, but I didn't upload it to the platform. I'll upload it now. In the meantime.
But we did that exercise in the class. The classroom.
In class, yeah, we did in class.
Yes.
We did.
Not for homework.
Yeah, A and B, but we didn't finish C. We didn't do C. We didn't have time.
Yeah. Only missing the exercise C.
Okay. How are you guys doing? Do you have any questions?
Teacher,
Yeah.
the activity, the page 11 is for this moment, so?
Yeah, well, one example. It is, yeah, we're doing that right now.
Okay.
Yeah, I just want to make sure that you guys are using the past perfect correctly before you do the rest of the examples. I want to read a couple of them.
Okay.
Maybe just one, because it's already 4:36. It's taking some time. What are you guys doing? I'm waiting for you guys. Do you need any help?
Yes, I don't remember. All right, past perfect.
Well, the past perfect, we just reviewed it last week, didn't we? Past perfect, it's the auxiliary verb have in the past.
Yes,
and then
have.
a past.
Okay.
The example, we have an example right there when she says that they had stopped wearing the uniforms. I think, let me find the page. Yeah, so the past perfect is the grammar that we just learned in lesson 2. Let me show you that. This is the past perfect, Victor.
Okay.
We use it to describe an action or an event that occurred before a specific time in the past or before another action or another event. Like at this time, something happened in the past, but then this other thing happened before it.
Okay.
And time markers, here are the time markers. By, already, yet. If you haven't had the time to watch the videos that I posted in the WhatsApp group, try to do it later tonight or tomorrow. But I think they're very interesting. One of them is advanced, but the other two are very easy to understand, I would say.
Okay.
We'll move on in 5 minutes, guys, because it's taking too long. Okay? If you can come up with an example, then we'll do it. But otherwise, we gotta move on. Okay, so Juliana has internet problems. How are you guys doing, Zulima and Victor?
Yes.
The same problem. Maybe it's the Wi-Fi or the platform. I don't know.
The platform, is it not loading correctly for you guys?
Let me try. So,
So what is your example, guys? Maybe I can help you write it.
yes, I have one sample here. Table manager had changed a lot because my parents had unrestricted rules. For example, they only had already eaten, and now we can check. We can watch a television.
Can you post that in the WhatsApp group chat?
Okay.
Teacher, I'm writing
Yes.
the platform in the classroom.
Okay, you wrote your answer there.
Or in the WhatsApp is well.
Well, the idea was just one example in WhatsApp. That's fine. That's fine. I just noticed that you wrote it there. Okay, perfect, Zulima.
Yes.
This would be for which point? Point 2, musical tastes.
Yes.
Okay, so you wrote, I think old music is good. My mother listened Well, that's simple past without an S. Listened would be the other way around. My mother always listened to Pedro Infante. You listen to something. The verb is to listen to. Somebody listens to something. So my mother always listened to Pedro Infante, but everyone had listened that music.
Yes.
I don't understand that, Zulima. So
yeah, your parents or your friends listen that music, the Pedro Infante.
Oh, so it wasn't old music for your mom.
Yes.
Okay. What would I say,
It's
my
not
mom?
correct?
Grammatically,
No.
it's correct.
Okay.
But the meaning, it's a bit weird. Even if you want to translate it to Spanish, you're saying like, for example, there's a new invention. The new invention is called, wait a bit. Yeah. So there's this new invention called manteconcha, right? Do you know what a manteconcha is?
No.
You don't know what a manteconcha is? So it is a new invention.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a new bread. It's a new
Yes.
bread, right?
Yes.
So you could write something like, I always ate a manteconcha when they came out, but everyone had already eaten that kind of bread then. It's very difficult to compare what you're trying to say here. You're saying your mom always that doesn't mean a specific point in time. When we use the past perfect, Zulima,
Okay.
if we go back to the explanation here in the, let me show you. It's important. For the past perfect, we need a specific point in time that something happened at this time, at midnight, or on December 25th, it's Christmas. A specific point in time. Here, the keyword is specific. When you say my mother always listened, yeah, that's simple past. But then you can't use the past perfect because you're not talking, you're not describing something that occurred before a specific time. Because when you say, when specifically did your mom always listen to Pedro Infante? That doesn't make sense.
Yes.
Is that clear for you too, Victor?
Yes. Teacher,
So,
I send you in the WhatsApp another example.
Okay, let's go to WhatsApp. Maybe you can change a bit your example, Julina. And here we have Victor's. He said table manners. Well, but this, when you say table manners have changed, this is present perfect. They have changed a lot. And then you give an explanation. Because my parents had that simple past in the past and had strict rules. Maybe had strict rules. But pay attention to this thing, Victor. You're not talking about specific point in time. So it's going to be difficult to use past perfect if you don't use a specific point in time. Your parents had strict rules. When? You don't say exactly when. You don't have a time marker, and we can't pinpoint the time at a specific point. So you say, because my parents had strict rules. And then you say, for example, what are you trying to say there?
Because when they had in the table only only eating, no watching TV, no talking, no.
Okay. Let me see if I can get it. I would say something like, for example, when my parents ate, or yeah, it would be simple past, ate, they wouldn't have their cell phones or TV on. Let me see if I can use the past perfect there.
Because in that example don't have the past perfect, yeah?
The one that I wrote, no, this is simple past, ate. When my parents ate, or here you can say always. Then you get rid of the that's what I'm saying. Always when my parents ate, they didn't, or they wouldn't have their cell phones or TV on. No, we can't use. That's an example. It's correct, but if we want to use the past perfect, Victor and Zulima,
Yes.
we have to come up with a specific point in time. How would we change your example, Victor? If you say table manners have changed a lot, I would say now I eat while watching YouTube, but when my parents were young, they didn't have cell phones. Then you can say they hadn't been invented yet. That would be with that's past perfect in the passive.
Okay.
But then you need to compare the time frames.
All right. So
let's see what other examples you guys can come up with, and tomorrow we'll go over them after you have come up with some other examples. Now it's already 1 hour. It's very late. Let's move on to the next activity, guys, because time flies. Just remember that to use the past perfect, you need to use a specific time in the past. Then it's easy. I will give you some exercises to practice the past perfect, and I'm sure it'll be easier for you guys tomorrow to come up with the examples.
Okay.
So let's move on to the next unit, guys. Health matters. What are the goals for this unit, Zulima? Would you please read them?
Yes, and what part?
The goals.
Okay. One, should consult and offer help. Two, make a medical or dental appointment. Three, discuss type of treatment. Four, talk about medication.
Mm-hmm. The pronunciation is you guys are struggling a bit. Remember, I already mentioned the website Orvo. Some words are difficult to pronounce. You have to practice, 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 and it's okay. We all have to practice because words like appointment, they're not easy to pronounce. Treatments or medications. So remember the website Forvo? I'm going to type it again in the WhatsApp group. There you can find how natives pronounce those words, okay?
Okay.
So let's move on.
Bless you.
Thank you. Let's read a bit, guys. Do you want to start reading the advertisement, Victor? The first section.
The first is action, red or is Willy Guns?
No, the first section. Section.
Section. Okay. Is your distance away from home. Whether you are having a dental emergency away from home or just want to save some money on dental care. Schedule an appointment only or ask your hotel to help. You'll be surprised at our low price. ADS has offices in the 16 major cities around the world.
Mm-hmm. Just pay attention. This is online, not only online. That means you're on the internet, and the prices, how much something costs. Any questions regarding vocabulary? Is everything clear here?
What is ADS?
IDS, that's International Dental Services.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. It's just a business. Okay, next section, Zulima, please.
Okay. Red or swollen gums. Don't wait to get back home if you have thought pain or gum are shower. I was on vacation in Japan and had a problem with the gums. It was very scary, but your dentist gave the something to stop the swelling, so it was able to continue my vacation in comfort.
Okay, questions, guys? You know what swollen is?
No, what is
What is a swollen? Remember that. Well, this isn't important. You can always check out. Yeah.
Solo was good. Maybe it's up the teeth.
Swollen, it's when something is bloated, like feet or these feet here are swollen. Gums are also
like a little allergy or
it's an allergy or an inflammation.
okay.
So we have Forvo, we have Google Images. You should use those websites to help you with the vocabulary. It's easier. Tooth, well, those are teeth. It's very easy. Just remember that tooth is in singular and teeth is plural. I don't have the word teeth here, but we can write it. Teeth is plural.
Teeth and tooth.
Tooth, teeth. At the end, it's
like a tooth.
Like death.
Tooth, teeth. Okay.
Tooth and teeth. Next one, Victor, please.
A broken tooth. If you break a tooth, see a dentist right away. especially if there is any pain. I was eating dinner with my colleagues from the Korea office, and I bit down on the something hard and broken of teeth. A
A
tooth.
tooth.
A tooth.
Mhm.
Your clinic provide and temporary solutions until I could see my own dentist.
Questions, guys?
No.
What is bit? And I bit down on something. What is bit?
Bit is like when a dog
Aha.
bit.
A dog bite. Yeah, that's the simple past of the verb to bite. Mhm.
Yes,
Dogs bite with their teeth.
dog bite.
Next one, Zulima.
Okay. Lose tooth. Oh,
Tooth. Uh-huh.
ah,
A loose tooth.
I lose tooth. If your tooth moves when you touch it, make an appointment. Your dentist can determine if you need emergency treatment.
Emergency treatment.
Emergency
That's an emergency treatment.
treatment.
Mhm.
I woke up and discovered that one of my teeth
Teeth. That's plural. That's plural. Teeth.
was lost. Your clinic told me in the same day, recommend a treatment and then X-rays to my
Mhm.
dentist back home.
Kiki in Puebla, Mexico. Questions, guys?
No.
No? So the last one, Victor, please.
Feelings. Whether you need a new feeling or need to fix an hold one, we can help. I was in Istanbul on business and eat something really chewy.
8. That's simple past. 8.
Oh yes. And ate something really chewy. Chewy? Chewy.
Chewy, chewy. Like chewing gum. You chew something, chewing gum is chewy.
Okay.
Or Chewbacca. Chewbacca from Star Wars.
Chewy. Okay. So something really chewy. One of my feelings came out. Your clinic got to me an appointment the same day. Thank you.
Questions there?
No.
So let's discuss a bit, guys. There's these are dental emergencies. All of these are an emergency that you should go to the doctor right away. Let's imagine you guys are on a trip, are on vacation, and you're far away from home. And then we have these situations, these questions. If you have a broken tooth and you are on a trip, what would you do? Would you ignore the problem and just not do anything? Or what would you do? With a broken tooth?
In my case, I do nothing because
Nothing?
I had a broken teeth.
You have a broken tooth already?
Yes, in this moment.
And you haven't fixed it?
Yes, really.
Why?
I don't know. Maybe because I scared the
dentist.
Eh? I
Of the
scared the
dentist.
dentist.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, no, not the dentist. The tools that the dentist use.
Mm-hmm.
How you say
The drill.
the
The one that
drill
goes.
and when need to vacuum, they put a what? What's the word for the action when they put the vacuum?
A vacuum, a suction.
Suction is the object.
Uh-huh.
So
I don't know I don't know the name of the item. It's something that sucks. I don't know. You don't like that either.
that's the problem. I scared with the tools that the dentist uses.
And you, Zulima, if you had a loose tooth and you were on a trip, what would you do?
I don't know. Take a medication? I don't know.
No?
No.
I don't know. I think I could wait. I could wait for a swollen gums. I would just take some mash. What do you call it? Mouthwash like Plax or something. But for a broken tooth, yeah, I would go straight away to a dentist. Or a loose tooth, because you can lose it, and you don't want to lose your teeth. Feelings, I could wait. I could wait a few days. If I knew that I would be back in 2 or 3 days, I would go to my dentist. But if I were for a couple of weeks on a trip, yeah, I would find a dentist. I think, guys, our teeth, they should last us our entire life.
I know.
Yeah. So here we have some images. What do you think is going on there, guys?
Maybe an interview or...
That's an interview.
What?
The first image.
Yes,
what do you guys?
Interview.
Uh-huh. And then what's going on?
For a work.
For work?
Oh, okay. It's an interview, or it's a how you say when you have a meeting with the dentist?
You have an appointment.
Appointment, yes. It's an appointment.
Mm-hmm.
The first picture is for registry.
The first one, yeah, this is a check-in. This is a hotel. At hotels, you do a check-in. Mm-hmm. And so who is this girl? Zulima, who do you think this girl is?
In the receptionist?
Yeah, that's a receptionist. Awesome. And what is this guy?
Is
asking the receptionist?
The touch? What is the touch?
The guy. Touch?
Yes. I don't know. Say.
Okay, I got it. The first picture is the situation is that he has in the hotel. He has in the hotel, and he had a problem with her.
What would you call that, Victor? What would you call that?
They need help.
He has
so
a what?
At the reception.
What does he have?
What?
What does he have? He has a what emergency?
He has
a dental emergency.
Dental emergency, yes.
I think so. So he's asking the receptionist. What is he asking or telling the receptionist? What do you guys think? Maybe
she know a telephone or a site for dental.
Because he's a foreigner. He's a tourist. The guy he's on a trip, so he doesn't know where to go. That's why he's asking the receptionist, right? Yes. And here, in the second image, so what is this girl?
A dentist.
And what is she saying? What do you guys think she's saying?
Maybe I had a problem with my tooth. So I need to help.
But what is she saying? That's what the man said. I have a problem with. And what is she saying?
Toothache always.
Toothache. A toothache. Like headache, we have toothache. That's pain. Pain in your tooth. And the last image? What is going on there in the last image? Fixing or treating. or giving a treatment.
Treatment. Okay. Yes.
Because usually, Victor, you fix a car, you fix something broken.
Okay. Yeah.
You treat a person you give them treatments.
Or the person is treat.
With the person is treatment.
Okay.
Okay, so now let's read and listen to the conversation, and let's see if we got it right.
Read and listen to someone with a dental emergency during a trip.
I need to see a dentist as soon as possible. I think it's an emergency. I was wondering if you might be able to recommend someone who speaks English.
Let me check. Actually, there is one not far from here. Would you like me to make an appointment for you?
If you could, thanks. I'm in a lot of pain.
So, I hear you're from overseas.
From Ecuador. Thanks for fitting me in.
Luckily, I had a cancellation. So, what brings you in today?
Well, this tooth is killing me.
When did it first begin to hurt?
It's been bothering me since last night.
Let's have a look. Open wide. Well, let's take an x-ray and see what's going on.
Okay, so what did we miss, guys? We pretty much nailed it, but what did we miss? What else is there that we missed? Anything?
No.
Well, here the guy is actually asking help for he's asking the receptionist for help because he's from Ecuador.
Yes.
And he speaks English, but where they are, I think they are in Russia. I think they are in Russia. Because here we have the clerk and the dentist, they're Russian speakers, and the patient or the guest, he's from Ecuador, he's a Spanish speaker. The tip for this audio is that we have to understand different speakers from different language backgrounds. We all have an accent, but we still have to try to understand that what other English speakers say with their accent. So here the guy was worried because he wanted someone who could take care of his problem in English. And here, well, luckily, she had a cancellation, so she could take care of him. Well, I guess that's it. No questions, guys?
Yes, I got a question.
What's your
Overseas is a site? Or is the name of the hotel?
The hotel is...
Because in the second picture, in the second line of the dentist have a word. No, second picture.
Yeah, overseas.
Overseas.
Overseas, it means you go across an ocean. Ecuador is in Latin America, and Russia is in another continent. When you go from one continent to another across an ocean, that's called overseas. Like Europe is overseas America. That's a word for going across oceans.
Okay.
Anything else, Ulima?
No.
So let's focus on this activity. Find the following expressions in the photo story. We can do it here with the annotation. So
no,
1, 3, and 5.
Because
no?
I can't.
Yeah. Okay. So we'll do it in the platform. I know you can't. I keep forgetting. So let me upload it there. So it is focused on language, right? Find the following expressions. Unit 2, preview. No grade. No, this is unit 2. Oh. Okay, you should be up.
Okay, let me see. Okay. So I do in this moment?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
We still have 40 minutes left, guys.
Yes. Okay.
So what do you have for number one, Zulima? Will you read it? Number one on the letter?
The one it do it and sound possible is B, making time for an appointment.
Okay. And number two, Victor? Victor?
Yes, I will make an appointment. For me, this is the letter B.
B?
Yes.
Okay, so one of those is wrong. Number three, Zulima?
3 is C. Around.
Will you read it? Read it, please.
Yes, C.
Thanks for fitting me in.
Yes.
That is arrange a time to come. Okay. Number four.
Okay.
Victor?
Number 4, it's call me.
Killing me, to
Kill
kill.
me. It's killing me. Killing me. What's is the letter D?
D? Okay. And last one, Zulima.
Let's see what's going on. Is D for me? What the problem is?
Okay. Well, we'll see. We have to figure it out. So these expressions, guys, are in the photo story. So let's find the first one. As soon as possible. Here's the story. Let me make it a bit. Let me fix it. Let me fix it. There. So the first one, as soon as possible, where is it?
In the first part, I need to see a dentist has some possible.
As possible. So that's what the guest says to the receptionist. It's an emergency. I need a dentist. I need to see a dentist as soon as possible. What do you guys think that means? I need to
Right
see
away?
a dentist. Huh?
No, for me it's right away.
Right away. So it's not B, it's right away. What do you think, Zulima?
Because it's an emergency.
So do you agree it's E, right away? Or do you think it's something different?
No.
A, B, C, D, or E? Which one do you think it's correct, Zulima?
It's E. Right
E.
away. Yes.
Right? Yeah, I agree too. It's gotta be E.
Yeah.
Because it's an emergency. Okay.
Because
Next
in the
one.
moment,
Right
now.
away. Make an appointment. Where do we find that one? Here. So this is what the receptionist, what the clerk says. Let me check. Actually, there is one dentist not far away from here. Would you like me to make an appointment for you with the dentist? So what do you guys think make an appointment is? Making time for an appointment, causing a lot of pain, arrange a time to come, or what the problem?
Make it time for appointment. For me, is make it time.
And for you, Zulima?
I don't know, but this A causing a lot of pain.
Causing a lot of pain?
Yes.
Well, here actually, guys, the answer is C.
C?
Here, arrange, it means to agree on a time. The clerk is asking the guest, would you like me to arrange an appointment to
Oh yes, because a specific hour.
Making time is when you say, I don't have time to go to the movies, but I'm going to make time for it. I'm going to move my schedule. I'm going to move my things, and I'm making time. But when you arrange a time, it says, I'll see you at 5. I'll make an appointment. I'll see you at 5 p.m. So
Okay.
here, I'll make an appointment is I'll arrange a time to come. Next one. So C is probably wrong too, guys. Let's find fitting mean. Here. Fitting mean. What's the verb to fit? Let's go back to Google Images, guys. Let me see, because this is probably, well, this is a good fit. That's what do you call that? This formal wear.
Yes, it's
Good, that's good. This one is too big. This is a bad fit. This is a good fit. Fit, it also means when you are very athletic. But here, a puzzle fits.
Good.
Pieces fit in the puzzle.
Okay.
So pieces fit like this or like this. So you have a schedule. You have a schedule with your appointments. And then somebody fits you in the schedule. Like, maybe there's a spot there. There's a time there. I'm going to fit you in there.
Okay, it's like a reside in a free time.
Well, it has to do with time. So here the patient is telling the doctor, thanks for fitting me in. What do you guys think it means? We have 3 possible options. That went wrong.
So it's make it time for appointment.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's correct. Making time for an appointment. So that's letter P.
Yeah, because she did a little time for that appointment.
She arranged her schedule. She moved things. Actually, she had a cancellation. That's why she had an opening. It's called an opening. She had that time available because someone had canceled.
Okay.
Next one. So we have killing me. Let's find it. So she says, luckily I had a cancellation. So what's the problem? What brings you today? Well, this tooth is killing me.
Yes.
Yes, what's the problem?
Yes.
Think so?
No.
What is to kill, guys?
It's causing a lot of pain.
A lot of pain.
Oh, yeah, causing a lot of pain.
If we look for the word to kill, well, it's when you murder someone.
Yes, it's...
To kill, so the tooth is killing the patient. It's so painful that the tooth is killing the patient. So what letter is it?
A.
A. And the last one, guys, let's see what's going on. Let's see what the problem is.
Yes.
Yes.
No. Questions?
No.
No? Okay. So this will be homework. You're going to complete this chart. It's already on the platform. Have you, or someone you know ever had an emergency that required dental or medical attention? So probably you don't know anybody who has had a dental emergency, but maybe you know someone who has been intoxicated or who has been hurt, maybe fell from a tree or had an accident. Well, I want you guys, yeah?
Okay.
Yeah, anything that requires medical attention, an emergency. So you're going to complete the chart. Where did it happen? When did it happen? And what happened?
But,
then, yeah.
But with the specific dentals or wherever situation that had in my body.
Anything. It could be dental, or it could be anything, just medical attention.
Okay.
Like when you had to go to a doctor or to the emergency room. That's the first part. The second part, you're going to write about it. Like here you have it in a chart, but then you have to write it. Last year I went skiing and I broke my arm. I had to go to the emergency room at the hospital. Something like that. If you want to write something more detailed, the better. Questions?
Only one example?
Okay.
Yeah, only one example. Yeah, there's lots of work. I think one example is enough. Questions?
No.
In this moment, no.
No, that's homework. We don't have time. We don't have time, guys.
Okay.
Time flies here. We're going to be reading some vocabulary now. This vocabulary is for describing symptoms. When we're feeling ill, when we have a disease, we have symptoms. So we're going to be learning a bit. Let's listen to them.
Read and listen.
I feel dizzy. I feel nauseous. I feel weak. I feel short of breath.
I've been vomiting. I've been coughing. I've been sneezing. I've been wheezing.
I have pain in my chest. I have pain in my hip. I have pain in my ribs. I have pain in my stomach.
Now listen again and repeat.
I feel dizzy.
I feel dizzy.
Feel this.
I feel nauseous.
I feel
I
nauseous.
feel nauseous.
I feel weak.
I feel
I
weak.
feel weak.
I feel short of breath.
I feel
I feel short is for breath.
I've been vomiting.
I've been vomiting.
I've been coughing.
I've been coughing.
Coughing.
I've been sneezing.
I've been sneezing.
I've been wheezing.
I've been wheezing.
I have pain in my chest.
I have
I have pain in my chest.
I have pain in my hip.
I have
I
pain.
have pain in my hip.
I have pain in my ribs.
I have
I
pain.
have pain in my ribs.
I have pain in my stomach.
I have
I
pain.
have pain in my stomach.
Questions, guys?
And
Why?
Yeah.
my hip is a back. I
Hip?
had
No.
hip is a back.
Hips? No. A hip is your sides. Let's find in Google Images more images.
Okay.
Thing is, I think I have this. Well, those are hips. Usually women have hips.
Yeah.
Wide hips. Those are wide. Men
Only the women have.
Wide hips. How do I write wide?
Wheezing. What is wheezing?
Wheezing. Like that?
Yes. No, wheezing. We.
Oh yeah.
The last.
Wheezing?
Yes.
Oh, with just one Z.
Yes.
Okay, let's find some images. Wheezing is when you go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like that?
Is the same the first imagine? No.
Kobe?
Someone with asthma, they have the
Yeah.
breathing issues. Yeah, that wheezing, and when it has this sound. And I don't know if you can hear it. It's like a very soft whistle. Anything else, guys?
No, teacher.
It's similar. It feels short of breath.
No, with short of breath
It's
is
similar. The first.
no.
whistle?
With wheezing, there's a sound. And when you're short of breath, you don't have enough air. You want to breathe in, but there's not enough air, so you go. But there's not enough air. Or maybe you're tired. You ran a lot. Or here in the example, the lady, she's panting. She just climbed the stairs. She went upstairs, so she needs more air. So she's going more air.
Okay.
But wheezing, that's when you have asthma. There's something wrong. Okay, so this will be an activity for we already pronounced it, but your classmates, Juliana, Rigoberto, Ali, they're not here. So one activity on the platform is to pronounce this vocabulary symptoms and record an audio. I want you to record an audio and upload it. Next part, if you have the digital book, I hope you've downloaded it. If you have time, there's like this puzzle. You can play with it, and you can practice the pronunciation.
I've been wheezing.
And the writing. Some of this I didn't remember how to write wheezing. It's well, now I remember. I'll remember for a couple years. Next activity, guys. Discuss what would you suggest to someone with some of the symptoms of the vocabulary. There are here 12 symptoms. You will have to come up with a suggestion. But now, here, right now, we can come up with just one or two suggestions, guys. What would you, Victor, suggest to someone who is vomiting? What would you suggest? And you, Zulima, what would you suggest to someone who has a pain in the chest? Orally, just to mention it. What would you suggest, guys?
Teacher, can you repeat the question because I can't listen to?
So right now we're giving a suggestion. What would you suggest someone who has been vomiting, Victor?
Okay.
And you, Zulima, what would you suggest someone who has pain in the chest? Orally, you don't have to write it, just mention it.
Okay. Maybe when you have been vomiting, you need to take medicaments first.
A medical what?
To the doctor.
Okay. If you are vomiting or if you have been vomiting, you should go to a doctor. That would be your suggestion. And yours, Zulima, what would be your suggestion? If you have pain,
When you have pain in your chest, you what do you say? Respirar?
Breathe.
Breathe. Profundo. What do you say, profundo?
Well, you should take a deep breath.
Okay. You
Mhm.
should take a deep breath and call a emergency. I don't know. Emergency?
Uh-huh.
Yes.
And call emergency services or call 911.
Yes.
Okay. Homework, you guys will come up with a suggestion for all of these symptoms. And now we will be doing this one on the platform because Victor can't annotate here. But will you read the instructions, Zulima?
Listen and check the
What? Can you
Will
repeat the
you read the
question?
instructions?
Ah,
We
okay.
will be doing
Yes.
activity C right now.
Yes. Listen to activity vocabulary. Listen and check the symptoms
Symptoms? Uh-huh.
each patient prescribed. Then listen again. If the patient has pain, write where this.
Uh-huh. Where it is, yeah. Patient. Okay. So those are the symptoms. They're the symptoms from the vocabulary. So now we will be listening to some conversations or some audio. Let me just upload that to the platform. Okay. Few more seconds, guys. Okay, it should be up. Now I'm playing.
Listen and check the symptoms each patient describes. Conversation 1.
What seems to be the problem today, Mrs. Gillis?
Well, I've been feeling pretty dizzy for the last few days. I have to lie down all the time. I feel really weak and I have so little energy. I can't even make myself lunch or dinner.
I'm sorry to hear that.
And I can hardly walk upstairs. I'm so short of breath whenever I try.
Any pain?
Funny you should ask. I have pain in my shoulder, too.
Conversation 2.
Is there anything bothering you today, Mr. Baker?
Well, when I woke up this morning, I felt terrible. I had this pain in the back of my neck, and I thought I'd better get in to see the doctor right away.
Have you been coughing?
A lot, actually. I've had a bad cold for over a week now.
That might explain the pain you've been feeling in your neck. I'm going to give you something for that cold.
Conversation 3.
The doctor will be right with you, Miss Rice. Have you not been feeling well?
Not great, actually, and I've been sneezing like crazy.
Oh, that's too bad.
Anyway, today my back is killing me, so I thought, that's it. I'd better come in.
Come, I'll take you in to see the doctor.
Conversation 4.
You're here to see Dr. Fox?
Yes, I am. I've been really sick.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Have you been nauseous?
Oh, yeah.
Any vomiting?
Yes. I'm afraid I've been throwing up everything I eat.
Any dizziness?
Not really, just nauseousness.
Well, Dr. Fox will be with you in a moment.
Conversation 5.
You're Ms. Perlman?
Yes, I am.
The doctor will be with you soon. Can I ask you a few questions?
Okay.
What brings you in today?
Well, I've been wheezing a lot since yesterday. I don't know what's wrong. It's really annoying.
Are you allergic to anything?
Not that I can think of.
Any other symptoms?
Not really.
Conversation 6.
Mr. Rashid?
That's me.
Hello, Mr. Rashid. The doctor will see you in just a moment. Are you in a lot of pain?
Well, my hip has been bothering me a lot for the past 2 days. It hurts all the time.
Did you fall or have an accident?
Not that I can remember.
Any pain anywhere else? In your knees? Your elbows?
No.
Do you have it, guys?
So.
Yes, I think.
Okay. So let's check it then. What do you have for number one? Victor. One is Victor.
Okay. Number one for me is weakness.
Weakness.
Pain is only
weakness and pain.
Yes. Is pain where in the shoulder? Shoulder? What do you say? Shoulder?
Shoulder.
Yes, in the shoulder.
Number two.
Is pain on the stomach, but I don't know.
Stomach.
Yes, pain in the stomach.
So nausea? Would you say nausea?
I have so.
No.
For me, it's
well,
cold.
I have something different. For number
yes,
two, I have
cold.
this.
It's coughing.
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 Yeah, it is coughing. But there's also, where's the pain? It is coughing,
pain in the
where's
neck.
the pain?
In the neck?
Exactly. Let's listen to that one again.
Well, when I woke up this morning, I felt terrible. This pain in the back of my neck, and I thought I'd better get in to see the doctor right away.
Have you been coughing?
A lot, actually. I've had a bad cold for over a week now.
That might explain the pain you've been feeling in your neck. I'm going to give you something for that cold.
So that was pain in the neck. Okay, those are the first two. How do I get rid of this thing? No idea. The last activity for today, guys, would be the pronunciation international list. You should complete this at home. We don't have enough time now. I want to move on to the pronunciation international lists. There's a video that I want to show you guys.
Okay.
Okay.
Intonation of lists. When a sentence includes item has
wait, again.
Intonation of lists. When a sentence includes a list of items, each item has its own intonation. Listen. I have a headache, a sore throat, and a high fever. Listen again. I have a headache, a sore throat, and a high fever. When we say a list of items, the voice often goes up on each item before the last one. The voice goes down on the last item in the list. Listen to the way my voice goes up on the first two items. I have a headache, a sore throat, and down on the last item, and a high fever. Rising intonation shows that the list is not finished. We use falling intonation on the last item to show that the list is complete. Listen again. I have a headache, a sore throat, and a high fever. We put stress on each item in the list and pause a little between each item. I have a headache, a sore throat, and a high fever. Listen to the intonation of the lists in these examples. I was coughing, wheezing, and short of breath. I have pain in my hip, my leg, and my back. The doctor told me to stay home, rest, and drink tea. My neck, shoulders, back, and ribs hurt. I feel nauseous, dizzy, weak, and tired. I stayed home on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Now listen and repeat. Click on pause after each sentence. I was coughing, wheezing, and short of breath.
I was coughing, wheezing, and short of breath.
My leg,
Okay.
back.
Oh, wait. Yeah, this is complicated. There's never enough time to.
I was coughing, wheezing, and short of breath.
Okay, next one.
I have pain in my hip, my leg, and my back.
I have pain in my hip,
My leg,
and my back.
my back.
My back. It has to go down. It's a falling intonation. Next one.
The doctor told me to stay home, rest, and drink tea.
The doctor told me to stay home, to rest, and drink tea.
Drink tea.
My neck, shoulders, back, and ribs hurt.
My neck, shoulders,
back, and ribs hurt.
I feel nauseous, dizzy, weak, and tired.
I feel nauseous,
dizzy, weak,
and tired.
And tired. It goes down.
I stayed home on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday.
I stayed at home on Monday,
Tuesday,
Wednesday, and Thursday.
So that's it, guys. Let me go back to the this one. Yeah. So the next activity, well, it's just a bit of pronunciation. Way easier. Way easier.
Read and listen. 1,
I feel weak and dizzy.
2,
I've been sneezing, coughing, and wheezing.
3,
I have pain in my neck, my shoulders, my back, and my hip.
Now listen again and repeat.
I feel weak and dizzy.
I feel weak and dizzy.
I've been sneezing, coughing, and wheezing.
I've been sneezing, coughing, and wheezing.
I have pain in my neck, my shoulders, my back, and my hip.
I have pain in my neck, my shoulders, my back, and my hip.
Awesome, guys. So that's when we are pronouncing a list of items. And I think that's enough for today's, maybe this, we can make a list of symptoms and practice. Maybe. Yeah, we can do that. Do you have any questions, guys, regarding what we learned today?
No.
No?
No, teacher.
So I guess that's it. I'll see you tomorrow at 4, and well, keep working on the activities on the platform. It was nice to see you. I'll be uploading the video, and have a nice evening.
Okay, teacher. See you tomorrow.
Bye, guys. See you tomorrow.
Bye.
Bye.